This terrified raccoon found himself tangled up in a basketball net, and it wasn't until animal control came that they were able to cut him free.
Hold on, Mama, we're gonna let him go right now.
When this cow got stuck down a sewer, they had to get creative to try and pull her out. It took a few attempts and a change of strategy, but they got her out in the end. This goat found himself suspended on power lines after getting his horn stuck. Luckily, a team of people stepped in for a daring and dangerous rescue. After spotting a confused deer struggling in the lake, one man decided it was his turn to be the hero. Starved and in poor condition, this lion was saved by a lady and her team of conservationists. Years later, after a full recovery, he still remembers who did right by him. This woman heard the cries of a distressed plover bird and rescued her baby from down a stormwater drain. When this lady found a tiny snake stuck in a sticky trap,
It's working.
she used an ingenious hack to set the little guy free.
You got it. You got it. Here you go.
After discovering a dog was being mistreated by a homeless man, this woman rescued the dog and brought him back to health. Building a nest for their eggs, these birds sought the help of one man who provided excellent sticks. Even if you're not an environmentalist, this video should convince you to try and reduce the amount of plastic you throw away. When a BBC film crew discovered a group of penguins trapped in a large ditch, they were at a crossroads.
I know it's natural, but it's bloody hard to watch.
Normally, they're not supposed to intervene, but humanity got the better of them.
We were literally just about to leave, but the first birds are definitely making their way out, which is brilliant.
This guy found a thirsty guanaco on his travels and decided to help out. When a hawk became trapped in this lady's patio, she showed kindness to let the majestic creature
Oh
go.
my god, I'm holding a freaking hawk. I'm just trying to help.
This woman saw a family of ducks in trouble and decided to do Mama Duck a favor. When a family discovered a deer with his antlers caught in a rope swing, they began the delicate operation to untangle him.
Oh, there's a dog in there.
This man found a dog that was struggling to stay afloat in an abandoned water slide and made it his mission to save the pooch's life.
No way.
When this woman discovered a dog paralyzed by tetanus, she spent months rehabilitating him so he could have a normal life. This flea-bitten dog was a social recluse that wouldn't allow anyone near him. That is, until one person showed him some kindness. The transformation is incredible. This majestic leatherback turtle was stranded on the sand during low tide, so these bros stepped in to tow the big guy back out to sea. The locals call this cat Fat Cat because he somehow made it up to 25 pounds and then got stuck up a tree. He needed a rescue and a salad.
I won't make fun of your weight. I'm kind of chubby too.
Oh my goodness. Hey.
When hikers spotted a dog that had slid halfway down a steep hill and got stuck, they called in the fire department to come save the little guy. This bird knew he was in trouble, and when he saw a man climb down to help him, he rushed into the waiting arms of his rescuer. After finding a weak and malnourished kitten sleeping on his driveway, this man nursed his new best friend back to health. When this man found a frozen bird buried in the snow, he was convinced he could defrost and save the poor creature. This burning car has a tragic surprise trapped inside: a man's dog. After a tense minute, they were able to save the dazed dog from certain death. These stray puppies were found stranded on a roof during floods, but it turns out these guys save more than just dogs. after flooding, this guy does what he calls unfishing. That is, returning stranded fish to the water. This little bird was found dehydrated and in obvious shock. It took some serious TLC to get him back into flying conditions. Meet Clarence the goldfish. This little guy swallowed something big and needed human help to save him from drowning. When a fisherman spotted a struggling bear way out at sea, they had no choice but to rescue the terrified animal and take it to safety.
Come on, kitty.
Cleo the cat loves climbing, just not down. Her family had to call in experts to get the scared kitty down.
Hey, Cleo.
This raccoon was literally caught in the act. Trying to break into an attic roof, this trash panda got stuck and needed help. When villagers discovered an elephant that had been stuck in a well for 3 days, there was no way they could pull the creature out themselves. Instead, they needed some heavy machinery. This dog, stuck on the side of a cliff, got a 5-star rescue from a helicopter crew. Abandoned by his parents, this fox cub was rescued by a hiker who took him back to his brand new home. This hawk was seconds away from being snake food when these guys decided to break up the fight. This has to be the first ever documented case of a successful frog CPR. This baby elephant had been stuck in a dried mud pit for over 3 days in the soaring heat. Luckily, an anti-poaching group found the distressed animal and pulled it to safety. Scared and hungry, this tiny bear cub sought out the help of people as a last resort. This dog was found with a massive growth in its stomach. Barely able to move, he desperately needed the help of a kind vet to drain the cyst and restore his health. Even though animals are good at finding water, every now and then they don't mind accepting a drink from a kind human. Tired, hungry, and a little embarrassed, this fox asked people for help when he got his head stuck in a jar. After this boxer collapsed and stopped breathing, one man stepped in to perform doggy CPR, saving the lucky pooch's life. In the middle of a powerful surf, one woman risked her own life to save that of a drowning dog.
Good dog, good dog!
When a baby dolphin beached itself way inland, this woman took it back to the ocean to save its life. This baby horse was lost and running dangerously towards oncoming traffic. It took the kindness of some passing motorists to reunite it with its family. Stuck on a steep cliff, this dog needed his best friend to encourage him to use the water slide. When a baby giraffe was born with a rare bone condition, causing her legs to bend the wrong way, a team of specialists built her braces to help her walk properly. This man saved a litter of puppies from floodwaters using an ingenious method.
It was 2 inches when I left this morning, and it's now about 3 feet in my house.
Born with only 3 legs, life wasn't gonna be easy for this pony. Luckily, a specialist prosthetist was able to give Angel Marie a new lease on life. This bear had spent its past months stuck in a plastic container. It wasn't until humans got involved that the grateful bear could finally be free. Another day, another dog stuck in a bottle. Just look how happy he is when he's finally free. Hungry and with a family to feed, this boar and her piglets approached an ice fisherman, hoping that he could spare some of his catch. Luckily, there are still some good people left. This poor dog somehow ended up stranded on a broken iceberg floating in the middle of a river. Braving the ice-cold temperatures, one man was determined to save its life. It's not every day you find a moose swimming in your pool, but it wasn't taking a dip. It was stuck and needed a professional team to pull him out. Curious creatures always seem to get their heads stuck where they shouldn't. Luckily, this bear found some friendly people to help him loose.
Don't stop, he's got it, he's got it. He's gonna bring it.
There we go. Heads up, buddy.
When a group of people found a deer trapped out on a frozen lake, they knew it wasn't going to be an easy rescue. But with some cooperation and creative thinking, the poor animal was soon on its way. When two giraffes got themselves stuck in a 6-foot deep irrigation trench, this team worked tirelessly to free the exhausted animals. This lady found an injured cockatiel just sitting on the side of the road. She gently rescued the terrified bird and gave it a warm, safe place to recover. When a baby swan got stuck in a fence, the only person with the dexterity to help was this friendly man. Maybe Mama Swan didn't quite understand he was trying to help.
Come on, there he is, look. Go on. Go on, here's a good boy. Go and protect your baby.
This loggerhead turtle approached a boat looking for help after it got stuck in a fish counting device. Luckily, it found some nice humans that set him free. Exploring abandoned train carts, this guy found a kitten stuck in a metal pipe. Despite the cat's objections, he was able to free the poor kitty. It's the last thing you expect to see on the water, but this kayaker scooped up an exhausted kitty while he was out on his morning paddle. This sea turtle was found after swallowing a massive amount of fishing line. It took a specialist team and an exhaustive surgery before the line could be removed and he could be released back into the ocean. This orca somehow managed to get stuck between two rocks when the tide went out. Unable to lift the massive creature, these guys kept him wet and alive until the tide came back in. Just like humans, this monkey wanted to save a distressed kitten, only he was too small to pull it off. They both had to be rescued. I'm pretty sure that monkey just adopted a cat. Elephants are normally great swimmers. However, these two got caught in a strong current and had to be towed to safety by a team of specialists. When this ranger captured a pack of wolves attacking a family of bears, he knew he had to intervene or there would be a massacre. This duck has a 3D printed prosthetic beak thanks to a team that discovered the mutilated animal in Brazil and decided something had to be done. When this guy saw a vicious fight between a pack of dogs and a helpless animal, he broke up the fight just in time to save the kitty's life. This cow was stuck facing rising waters before people stepped in to save the day. It took an excavator and some tricky maneuvers, but at least there was a happy ending. After having his two front legs cut off, this dog can finally walk properly again with his brand new prosthetic legs. This exhausted buffalo was playing real life stuck in the mud and needed to be pulled out by a truck's winch. Who does a terrified baby fox turn to when its head is stuck in a can? Humans, that's who.
There we go. There we go. That wasn't so bad, was it?
You can always tell how good a person is by how they treat animals. Hit that like button if you agree. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. See you next time.